Welcome to Live, Life Inspired Views for Every Day. My name is Chris Meyer, and I'm a curious soul. After living in several rural communities, I'm well acquainted with what is called the farmer's wave. Traditionally, when driving down a country road, if a farmer would meet another car, they would lift their pointer finger off the steering wheel and wave in a salutation of sorts to the oncoming driver. It was a courtesy wave, an acknowledgement wave that they share the road respectfully. I wish today that more people would wave as they pass each other. I've been working for over a month at the University of Minnesota in Rochester. Our campus is downtown and spreads on both sides of the main street over several blocks. Almost the entire campus is connected by the amazing skyways that connect Mayo, several hospitals, the University of Minnesota Rochester campus, the library, Mayo Civic Center, a shopping center, other businesses, and parking ramps. I walk 4 to 5 blocks each way through the skyways from my counseling office to the main campus a couple of times each week on the 2 days that I work. I have made it my personal mission to say hi to everyone I meet in the skyways on those treks. It's been an interesting study. As I greet people, they respond in several different ways. When I greet and meet someone who is expressionless with eyes forward, their face often brightens and they give me a sincere and kind hello back. It's interesting that some of those who I say hi to look at me and just smile. No sound, no greeting in return. I wonder what they are thinking about when they have that little encounter. Some with earbuds, actually, a lot of them were earbuds, just ignore the greeting, perhaps not hearing it or pretending not to hear it, or they say hi because they actually do hear it. Some are in conversation, so I respect them and don't interrupt. And some just look at me blankly. I told you it's becoming an interesting study. As I became engrossed in my Skyway mission, I remembered a song that I learned in the late 60s called Lonely Voices by Billy Hanks Jr. The verse that kept going through my mind goes like this: Lonely voices crying in the city, lonely voices sounding like a child. Lonely voices come from busy people, too disturbed to stop a little while. Hmm. As a counselor, I can tell you that one of the most common reasons people seek counseling today is for loneliness. Dr. Vivek Murthy, our former Surgeon General, wrote much about what he called a loneliness epidemic in our country. He stated, loneliness is a source of deep pain in some people's lives. We are made to connect with one another, to be a part of something bigger than ourselves. And when we lose that, we do feel like a deep sense of pain. Hmm, quite something. A Gallup poll or survey noted that 1 in 5 adults reports feeling lonely on a daily basis. I wonder how many of the people I pass in the skyways are indeed lonely. It comes as no surprise to us as we read more and more literature describing the negative effects that the constant attention to social media and our phones has made on the time we used to spend engaged in real time relationships. We get lost in the digital harness at the end of our arms. Jonathan Haidt has done extensive research on the repercussions of social media and excessive screen time on our mental health in his book, The Anxious Generation. It's something that we all now can see. But the trick is putting a chink in the pattern that has caused that disengagement with each other. Many growing up with these digital habits haven't had a chance to learn the art of making those important relationships that our humanity depends on for happiness, fulfillment, and survival. Many people really do not know how to make meaningful relationships anymore. They want to learn how to make friends. Our society seems to have become skeptical or suspicious of the people we meet. So we meet with a face showing indifference or keep our nose in our phones so no one will try to engage or intrude in our comfortable bubble where we're safe from risking vulnerability or letting people into our world. People may be lonely, but the more we avoid the effort to relate, to risk getting to know someone or they us, the easier it is to become faceless and remain faceless as we pass each other by. My friend Nick and I were talking about this last week. Nick described a person he would meet in the hall of his workplace. He would say hi, but get no response. So he decided that if the person wasn't going to respond, he would just not bother saying hi. After he did that one time, he found it did not feel right. It went against his values. So he decided to keep saying hi anyway. Oh, and I think that might be our answer. The way to put a chink in the pattern that has caused the lengthening of the relationship space between people might be to adopt the motto, just say hi anyway. What if we all would make it a habit to greet people when we pass them, to wave when driving by? Could we eventually create a culture of trust, of kindness, breaking through the dense fear we have created toward our fellow human beings? Hmm, I think it's possible. So this week, on your bathroom mirror, write, I'll make it my mission to just say hi anyway. Join me next Monday for Live, Life Inspired Views for Every Day. I'm Chris Meyer, and I'm a curious soul.